Happy New Year, everyone! Today is New Year's Day, a brand new 2022. Wow, man, made it another year. And today me and Kay are gonna cook some crab outside. I'll show you that. And we're gonna cook a lobster. We bought a lobster, a great big lobster. I'm gonna show you that. But first, I want to let you enjoy some Rose Parade that we looked at, and then I'll show you us cooking out in the back and getting prepared for that. So anyway, Happy New Year's again,
everybody,
and enjoy yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Not bye, but we'll be back.
These ladies are owning their part of the boulevard.
You know, they have a huge catalog. This is what shows why they're so versatile. Their catalog of music, they play big band jazz. They'll play classical music. They do all the popular arrangements that are so familiar to all of us. It's all put together by director Phil McDonald and his assistant director Larry Jenkins. Boy, are they filling up the space here with that sound, huh?
You know, some people live for the band, some live for the horses, some love all the flowers. We love it all, but when the music is being played in front of this audience, it just is magic.
You know, you can tell that they are trying to lay down a really good first impression. That's it. But that is probably one of the loudest bands I can remember.
And it makes it feel like a parade, and we are so happy to be back this year. Look at this one, Mark. The colors. It's always a beautiful float from City of Hope. This is the past President Trophy winner. It's a floral masterpiece. As you know, City of Hope is a world-class leader in cancer care, proudly from the city of Duarte. Their float is called Garden of Hopes and Dreams, and it really provides positive inspiration for all of us.
You see those gorgeous native California butterflies catching your eye? All of them, the wings are flapping. They are among the flowers and assorted mushrooms that are found in this beautiful garden, symbolizing hope, rebirth, and renewal that happens every single spring. The butterflies also represent the City of Hope's patients who dream of hope, who dream of rebirth and renewal, of being cancer-free. Following a City of Hope. Yes.
And wonderful work for their float representing City of Hope. That's why they got that past President Trophy that I told you for most outstanding innovation in the
Design and Entertainment, and that's the one you just saw Lane Hardy performing on. This is a wonderful float called Feed Your Soul. It is the life of the party in the Bayou State. In addition to that good food, Louisiana Travel is reminding us, yes, indeed, head to Louisiana and get yourself some good cooking.
Thank you.
Starting our tour is that American Idol winner and Louisiana owns Lane Hardy, and joining the Hot 8 brass band for a salute to
Buffalo Soldiers were organized in 1992 to spotlight Company H 10th Cavalry, which helped settle the American West. In recent years, the group expanded to include the 3rd U.S. Cavalry colored troops who fought in the Civil War and the 92nd and 93rd Divisions from World War I. As members of Company H 10th Cavalry, the Buffalo Soldiers were in fact instrumental. They guarded railroads and stagecoaches and wagon trains from the bad guys. Company H was created immediately after the Civil War and was quietly disbanded in 1944. But we welcome the new Buffalo Soldiers here on the first day of 2022.
Quest for kindness. I'll give you some details now. The trio of boats is sailing on the turbulent sea of emotions made up of roses, blue iris, and lavender carnations. They get a beacon of help from a lighthouse built with straw flour, mums, and
Here it
brown
comes.
coffee, and they get a helping.
When you combine large band sound, precision marching as these guys, and a naturally ranked color guard, you get what you're looking at right now, the Arcadia Apache Marching Band and Color Guard. Let's see if we can take just a moment and open the mics and hear their sound. Several of these students, by the way, is 245 members strong. Also participated in Arcadia Heights, 3 other bands, F3, not 1, but 3. The Symphonic, the Concert, and the Wind Ensemble. Let's give a shout out to that color guard as well. They are one of more than 500 color guards from all over the world who come together and compete in the annual Winter Guard International World Championships that is held each year in Dayton, Ohio.
They are focused. There is so much precision.
Yes.
And don't they look sharp on a beautiful day?
They're also TV stars. Probably didn't know this, but they were on Let's Make a Deal, as well as a commercial that aired in the Super Bowl. That was Super Bowl 49. And if you're like me, you're going, okay, which Super Bowl will who play?
Baskets teeming with Blue Diamond products, including Almond Breeze.
The stylized almond trees are covered in a combination of crushed almond shells, no surprise there, as well as coconut, split peas, parsley flakes, and yellow and green roses. That vintage truck you see, painted with blue straw flour and status, is filled to the brim with sacks of harvested almonds, which represent a successful fall almond harvest.
And horses right behind them, according to they're from Folsom, California, they are the Painted Ladies Rodeo Performers. They got together in 1993. The Painted Ladies and their American paint horses have been the #1 equestrian entry at the Folsom Pro Rodeo for 23 years. Their fame has also earned them recognition in the book Land of the Free, as well as, these are TV stars too, Mark, they were in TV's The Mentalist.
Very first entry, and I hope it's not their last, because Creating Wildlife Allies is the name of this one, and it is a reminder that conservation begins with us, all of us, people. Visitors to the San Diego Zoo are very familiar with those incredible puppets on the street. Led by that 15-foot lion, there are flamingos, giraffes, there's a cute rhino calf as well. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance consists of San Diego Zoo, Safari Park, and animal rescue organizations from all over the world. So let's look at that rhino for a second. Decorated with pink straw flour and status, it symbolizes the Safari Park. The lion represents the founding of the zoo, which had
Milwaukee Schools Combined Band. This band moment is brought to us thanks to Wells Fargo. Members from Milwaukee High School's Warrior Regiment and the Northwest Royal Brigade from the newly opened Milwaukee Northwest High School. The combined band plays a huge role, as you might imagine, in Milwaukee civic functions. They appear in local parades and evening concerts at the town gathering point, which, by the way, is not a town square, but the way they've designed it as the Milwaukee Triangle. So you figure a 3-sided version of what, in your mind's eye, would be a town square. They are one of the fastest growing towns in America. Milwaukee's population jumped from 8,000 to more than...
From the city of South Pasadena. Congrats, they win the Founders Trophy. So everybody knows ostriches can't fly, right? Well, thanks to the city of Pasadena, that ostrich, whose name is Theodore Fahrenheit, is proving, yeah, they can indeed fly, so they're calling their float Sky's the Limit. With his family and friends on hand for support, Theodore is soaring off a local mountain thanks to his homemade rocket pack. He's a perfect example of our theme this year.
Don't know if I got that out right or not. I think I did.
I liked
Pretty
it.
close. You know it's meant with the aloha spirit. Those are the Hawaii pa'u riders. The tradition of the pa'u refers to the long skirts worn by the ladies that goes way back to the early 1800s when horses were first introduced to the Hawaiian Islands. These well-heeled ladies would dress up and attend social events on their horses, and to protect their legs, they wore these long skirts or pa'us, as you see.
This is a great message, I think, for today. Farmers Insurance offers a look at the magnificent things we can all accomplish. You can see that from the seashore to the mountains, these folks are all living the dream. They're pushing their personal boundaries. It's a young surfer there in search of the perfect wave. He's caught it. Only in this case, it's not water. It's white roses that he's surfing on. Carnations, a little splash of iris.
Yes, there's the
band. Let's listen in. Thanks to Inland Empire Health Plan.
This unit is comprised entirely of band directors, and they come from all 50 states as well as Mexico. Among the very distinguished group of 289 strong, extraordinary musicians are 76 teachers of the year. There are 8 Grammy Music Educator semifinalists and 4 John Philip Sousa Legion of Honor laureates.
I love them.
I'm telling you, I'm going to name drop these guys. They are so prestigious.
And they are
accomplished.
Changing so many lives. Look at the thumbs up he gets while playing his trumpet. That's cool. They know that's their moment.
Hey, congratulations to the city of Torrance, winners of the Princess Trophy, most outstanding floral presentation among entries 35 feet and under. Several animals in danger of becoming extinct.
Hey, home is where my hospital is.
Representing the pitfalls in finding great home care, a 55-foot smoke-breathing dragon is menacing the local village. His scaly skin is made from Brussels sprout halves and green anthurium. Isn't that just amazing? That's so cool.
It has become one of the premier marching bands in the country. Representing the Lone Star State, here is the Hebron Marching Band from Carrollton, Texas. Let's take a listen. It's that creativity. And by the way, they're a choir apparently as well.
They're singing musicians. They're great.
What a spirited group. Relative newcomers to the marching band scene, the Hebron Band really impressed as they did just now. The judges at the 2019 Bands of America National Finals under the direction of Andy Seeley, the band placed 3rd in their category. This is the 2nd march down Colorado Boulevard, hopefully not the last, for the Hebron Band, which made their first trip in 2019.
Has an answer to those who say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's a pack of canines, young and old, who are learning new stunts at their local skate park. Their response is, who says we can't?
The 1st Cavalry Division Horse Cavalry Detachment, originally organized at Fort Bliss, Texas in 1921. The 1st Cavalry Division was created to patrol the border. Unfortunately, a couple decades later, in 1943, the Army traded in all its horses for motorized vehicles as it prepared for war in the Pacific Theater. But this modern-day version of the cavalry was reorganized in 1971 and assembled at Fort Hood. It was created by Major General James Smith.
Choices with Kaiser Permanente's A Healthier Future. This quartet of curious kids represents all the medical professions: doctors, nurses, scientists, researchers, and inventors.
And West High Schools in Pennsylvania. Here is the Downington Blue and Gold Marching Band, our band moment, brought to you by our friends at Honda. The Downington East and West High Schools are observing their 21st anniversary in 2022. Prior to that, both schools fell under the all-encompassing name of Downington Area High School. Today marks the third Rose Parade appearance for the blue and gold. And I'm struck by the amount of pressure that must be on these young people. The precision, keeping in tune, staying in step, keeping the smile on, twirling that baton, keeping the flag in place. It's a lot of pressure.
Well, keeping that in mind, the pressure, and Micah, you can speak to this because this band almost didn't show up back in 2011 because you said there was a snowstorm?
Yeah, there was a weather problem. Geez, that's a 16-foot tall turtle on a trike towing a dreamboat filled with friends through a marsh and into the future on Dream to Achieve. Our guide into the future is sporting a stylish shell of brown coffee, cream paper bark, and brown walnut shell. Underneath are ground parsley flakes and half Brussels sprouts. And from the looks of his nails, you see him there? There's the shot. Yes, he's had a recent mani-pedi, I think. Those are lines. That's most important.
You're looking at the second largest school district in the country. They're represented by this group of brass, wind players, and percussionists. Observing their 50th anniversary this year, we welcome back the Los Angeles Unified School District All-District High School Band, and it is worth a listen. All-District Band, or as they like to call themselves, the All-City Band. It was actually created in 1973 exclusively for the Rose Parade because back then, the bands that participated in the parade, there were only a few of them because they had to be at least 100 members strong to march, and there were just a handful, maybe 3 or 4 high schools that met that requirement. So, they unified, they came together, and now you have this big, beautiful, gorgeous band.
We're so proud of them, too.
They're very versatile. The All-City Band, they have performed, Lisa, at the Super Bowl, and Major League Baseball's World Series. You're like, okay, I get that. But then they've also performed gigs with the late Etta James, Lou Rawls, Ringo Starr, and John Baptiste from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. They're diverse.
You guys look great. The people who help us overcome disabilities and recover from surgery, illness, and accidents are saluted with this one: physical therapist to improve the way you move. Look at these images, they say it all. It's from the California Physical Therapy Association to see their island while protecting our fragile environment. This is biking around Taiwan. You've got this family two-wheeling their way across Taiwan, where biking, is a national pastime. Got mom, dad, and the kids, joined by their pet pooch, as they pedal past a lush landscape awash with
high school marching panthers. More than half of the O'Fallon parents are members of the military or employed at the base. The band provides the kids with a sense of belonging, as you can imagine, and an opportunity to bond with new friends. That is awesome. Again, as Lisa mentioned earlier, the power of music to change. With their deep connection to the military, it seems appropriate that in 2011, the Marching Panthers were invited to Hawaii to perform at the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. The multi-award-winning O'Fallon Township Music Program, it goes back more than 70 years, and just like their athletic counterparts, O'Fallon High Marching Band members can be awarded a varsity letter. An awesome group, and they are accomplished. The Marching Panthers were semi-finalists in the Bands of America
Healthcare Foundation presenting a float with a very timely theme, looking at the future, including that flying car, which I want to see at some point in my life. This float is called Vaccinate Our World.
The AIDS Foundation has recently expanded its mission, raising awareness of the COVID vaccine in underserved, resource-poor countries.
Blue yonder for today's parade. Here is the United States Air Force Total Force Band. Let's take a listen. Is observing its 75th anniversary this year, and appropriately there are 75 musicians in the Total Force Band. Members of the band are selected from 14 other Air Force bands and are stationed around the world. The Air Force became a separate branch of the U.S. military back in 1947. Prior to that, they were called the Army Air Corps, and then they were the Army Air Force. They all fell under the jurisdiction of the Army Department.
People were standing, look at this, to give their respects, to honor this band as it comes by. There is this need to express appreciation that happens at this Rose Parade, often when there are representative members of the military.
Also, we have to just take a note and mention about those little model planes. They are symbolic of a little mini air jet. Air Force, these mini jets are a volunteer group that participate in the Air Force outreach program, and the mini jets are piloted by active duty, reserve, and retired airmen, as well as some of the civilian volunteers.
Very nice. Shriners Children's, formerly Shriners Hospitals, makes dreams come true for medically challenged kids. And this year, they're observing a big anniversary with us. Here is celebrating 100 years of believing in dreams.
Horsemanship. This all-volunteer program is open to youngsters aged 8 to 18 who learn horsemanship and put those skills on display at parades, horse shows, trail rides, and community events. The advanced teams who've been riding longer also participate in equestrian team competitions. This is fun to watch. Now here's how it works. All the beginners in this troop are taught the basics of riding, as well as how to care for their mounts. And as they learn more and more skills, they're promoted to the rank of trooper. Troopers then are charged with helping the newbies develop the basic skills needed to become accomplished equestrians. And as members develop more and more riding acumen, they are honored with further promotions mirroring military rankings, which entail even more responsibilities.
Fox Entertainment proudly presents a monster, a flamingo, a frog, and more. As here is the Masked Singer with anyone can happen. First, before we get to the masked, let's talk about the unmasked singer that is on this float. It is the legendary, there she is, Dionne Warwick. Did she just jump?
Yeah, they got her attention when the streamers started coming down.
Yes, she and her son Damon are performing a huge duet, Nothing's Impossible, together. She recorded that, by the way, with Chance the Rapper.
Which is really cool because I think worn by Adrian Bailon, and then the hamster suit worn by Rob Schneider. This cracks me up. I just love all of this. It comes complete with the notorious Men in Black, the rightfully named Gibson County Mass Band. And we take a listen now, thanks to our friends at El Pollo Loco. Talking about how this parade changes lives. Here's an example of that. The director, Jeremy Tate, says that this trip to Pasadena, Mark, it was the first plane ride ever for 75% of this band.
Oh.
And 60% of the musicians had never seen the West Coast, so they chose to stay in Huntington Beach this past week. And I hope they got some great hospitality. I know they did, even though up until today the weather wasn't fabulous, but it is now.
But Mike and I were just talking about this, how this parade can provide so many life-learning lessons.
Sure.
Outside of just what they're doing. So, congratulations on their trip and for being here. All right.
Since of the animation trophy, I'm telling you, these engineering students flexing again. Their spirit, their enthusiasm is so contagious. The students at Cal Poly University always manage to amaze. They've done it again this year, inspired by the nursery rhyme, "Hey Diddle Diddle," and the cat and the fiddle.
Rodeo drill team from, you guessed it, Norco, California. Hi, ladies. The cowgirls, as you see, are dressed beautifully in red, white, and blue as a salute to America, our armed forces, and veterans. Won't be participating in the Rose Bowl today. It's Reese's University. And while they were shut out of today's bowl games, they've got a delicious float here. It's called Chocolate Peanut Butter Success. Downtown, which in this case is downtown Atlanta, Georgia, under the direction of Chester B. Phillips and Assistant Director T. Devin Reed. It's the Georgia State University Panther Band.
Enjoy the Rose Bowl game.
And now, our grand finale spectacular. Please welcome 2022 Grammy nominee and 2021 CMA New Artist of the Year, Jimmy Allen with Good Times Roll.
Somewhere where I can go crazy. I need a good ride, some good times, yeah. And I ain't talking Mercedes, yeah. Crank that truck up, load it up, you folks in the 4x4. See the link that goes 6-pack window, crack, I got the good vibe, road. Tennessee to Atlanta, cross the street to Alabama, yeah, but out the window, roll tide road. Cutting through the Mississippi, got a lot of people with me through the swamps of the 504. Good times roll. Good times roll. Still kinda hazy. We still in the struggle, going down, down, baby. We're getting small town faded. Spin mud through the ties of my F-150. Crank that truck up, load it up, you folks in the 4x4. See the laid back, close 6-pack window crack. I got the good vibe road. Tennessee to Atlanta, cross the street to Alabama, yelling out the window, roll tide road. Cutting through Mississippi, got a lot of people with me through the swamps of the 504. Good times roll. Good times roll, baby. Yeah, crank that truck up, load it up, you folks in my 4x4. See the laid back, cold 6-pack window crack, I got the good vibe. Tennessee to Atlanta, cross the street to Alabama, yelling out the window, roll tide road. Right through the Mississippi, got a lot of people with me through the swamps of the 504.
Well, today's New Year's and we're cooking good old crab and lobster. I think we showed you the lobster. Kay showed it to you. It's all in the pot here, boiling. Soon the crab, which I have here, crab legs, it's gonna go in there. Yeah. This is sort of I guess a tradition, you know. I'm one who don't follow traditions that much, but we just had a taste for crab, so we wanted to get some. So we got some. And okay, it's your first time eating crab?
No.
I thought you said your first time eating crab.
No, I mean the lobster.
Oh, it's your first time eating lobster?
Yep.
Okay, well.
Bae.
Yeah.
I can put you in my day.
What? What are you gonna say?
I said I can't put you in my day.
Why not?
Look, behind you.
Do I really know what that is?
Yeah.
Well,
Can you see it? It's so clear.
yeah, well,
Now let me do something.
not a whole lot. You can block it out. You're good at cameras and stuff, babe. You teach me things. But yeah, we're gonna have crab today, and Kay put some potatoes inside. We're gonna cook potatoes, and I'm just enjoying this day. Even the cats over there, look at that. They're enjoying. Let me see if I can zoom in. They're enjoying their day, eating all the good old food. See him? Look at him. I gave them a lot of leftover turkey. I forgot to buy their food, so I just gave them leftover turkey. They eat leftover chicken. They eat just about what we eat, actually. Just leftover, I give it to them. But they're eating it. So anyway, yeah. So we're just sitting back here in my backyard, just chilling and enjoying the day. So I'm gonna cook this. I'll let you see it when it gets done. Okay, I'm going to add the crab legs into the boiling water. It should fit down in there. This is how they look. Look how long that leg is. This is what they call an Alaskan crab. And see if it fit down in there. It should. I'll see if I can break it maybe. Yeah, like that. And put it in there like this. That one fit. And Alaskan crab. It's a long leg. Bismillah. Well, I got the crab cooking over there. I got the lobster boiling over there with the crab. Now I'm gonna go inside and cook some potatoes. I'll fry the potatoes. My special potatoes, the way I fry them. No one cooks them like me, but everybody loves them. So I'm in the house now. I'm getting ready to cook my signature potatoes, fried potatoes. Okay, and then I'm gonna use onion. Got onion, of course, pepper, spices that I have over here. Spices up. I'm gonna use some. Wait a minute. Where are all the spices at? Okay. Anyway, I'll get it. And I'm gonna use some shortening. I use not the virgin olive. I'm gonna use grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil right here. Put it in a pan. See how good your photography is. In a pan like that. A little bit of oil. Heat the oil up a little bit. Skillet. That there. So I'm peeling onions. These get hot. Onions to go in there. I like lots of onions in my potatoes. Just peel them. Over the side and just slice it. Just like that. just like that. I'm gonna do about 5 of those. Okay, the way I season my potatoes, I like to season them before I put them in the pan. Like this, first sprinkle them with garlic salt. Mash them around. This is it says 25% less sodium, so it ain't that much sodium in here. I just mix it all around like that. Should be enough. Then I get the garlic powder, sprinkle a little bit on it. This is not, I usually use garlic salt, gives more sodium involved. This is just straight garlic, granulated garlic. So I'm going to put that on the potatoes. And then I get the pepper. As y'all may not know, but I like a lot of pepper on mine. So I just open up the pour spout, just pour a lot of pepper. Okay, the grease is nice and hot, so I'm gonna put the potatoes in the grease. The oil. Yep.
The onion.
Greasy oil. Then I'll get the onion. Then on top. Get the onions, lay them on top. I spread them all on top. That's what you call smothered potatoes and onions. Of course, when it's done, I'll put some cheese on top. And then let it cook. There. Let me take a look at it there. Sure it's filming now?
The lobster. Need the big one.
Huh?
I think the black one.
That ain't catching too good, huh?
Nope.
Let me see. This is catching. Come on, lobster. Heavy.
Whoa, whoa.
Heavy, baby. It ain't ready yet, though. Live all on crab legs. These crabs are just about ready. Okay, well, here's the finished product of the lobster and crab fest we cooked. Doesn't that look good? That's a big sucker here. See? Big lobster. And of course the king crab. It's got a tail, big lobster tail. So we're gonna have a lobster fest. And his teeth almost look like human teeth. Look at it, babe.
He bite you right here.
I don't bite. And this is the lobster. This is what we're gonna have for dinner today. Nice cooked lobster tail. Well, my friends, we're eating now, and that crab is delicious. Very delicious. Look at the cracking. Look at the face. Look how serious she is. Look how serious. Man. And that's part of the half of that are shells. We ate half of it. That's crab meat there I cleaned out. And we're really enjoying this crab fest. Aren't we, babe?
Yep. It's just so hard.
Yeah, that's why you need scissors to cut it with.
And you gotta be careful because it might stick on your finger.
Yeah.
What they called it? The
like little thorns or something.
thorns.
I don't know. King crab has those on it, babe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're gonna keep on eating. That's the remainder of the crab. Most of the shells, we clean the crab out. We're gonna continue to eat. So we're having happy years eating crab and Lobster. Hello everybody, I hope you enjoyed today as we did, and our crab that tastes very delicious, and also the parade, enjoy that much, and we're having a great day, and I made my New Year's resolution, and you want to know what it is? I'll tell you. My New Year's resolution, first of all, is good health. To have good health, eat good, lay off all those sweets and all that. And my other New Year's resolution is to learn more about God, learn more about His creation, and have Him deep in my heart. What's yours, B?
My new resolution is to be healthy, to be fit, and learn more about Islam.
Yes.
And wear my hijab.
Because you can never stop learning about Islam. I don't care how long you've been a Muslim, how long you've been in Islam, you can never learn enough. It's so vast.
And be a better person each and every day of my life.
Yeah. And I pray that all our families will just look into this religion, see what Allah is saying through a prophet, and judge for yourself. Judge for yourself. The truth is here and always be here. So if you like this video, please subscribe below and like it and share it. You know, we're just a couple of vloggers just starting out, and we want to try to put out good messages to everybody and good content. So please subscribe below, share it, like it, and leave a comment for us, okay?